Hi everyone, it's Katherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you day number 16 of Confessions of a Paper Addict, 20 Days of Christmas and Summer Cut Files, and you can pick up 25% off in the Etsy store, so don't forget to check it out. Today's prompt is title cut files. So I'm using 2 cut files here to create 2 different December daily pages. So first of all, I'm starting with this December 25. And I'm just adding some Gina K sort of sparkling paste to the tips of the hat, so the pom-pom of the hat on this 25 cut file, as well as just a little strip around the Santa hat. So I'm just adding that on just to give it a bit of sparkle. Probably can't tell on screen, but it really does make a difference. So now I've backed most of this cut file, but I just wanted to show you here what I'm doing. So I've actually gone ahead and traced around the cut file. So I've kept the inner pieces and traced around it, and that's how I'm going to fill in my cut file. But I did also keep the inner pieces, and I'm using some painter's tape here. I mean, you could use washi tape, but I'm just sticking it down to that cut file because those pieces were quite thin, and because of the sort of curved nature of them, I wanted to make sure that I stuck them in the right place without just sort of sticking them on the back and losing that shape a little bit. So as you can see, I'm going ahead and I'm cutting out those pieces that I'd traced around. Now I am still just putting glue just on the edge of the cut file, so just on that outer edge, and I'm going to stick that piece down. Don't do what I'm doing with this tape. Make sure you're a little bit more careful. I did tear a little bit there. But yeah, so now when I take that piece out, that fits perfectly, and it's keeping its shape. So I'm going to do that with the rest of the cut file here, because I have, as you can see in that top corner, I have done an offset and cut it out on some other cardstock to stick it on the back, so that I've got both sides, because this isn't going to go on another page. This is just going to go loose in the album. And so it's just a title for the 25th of December, so Christmas Day. So I'm going ahead and I'm just sticking, there was just a little gap there in that 5, so I'm just sticking that a piece of that paper in, and I am just going to trim out the edges. There was a little bit just sitting outside that white cut file, and so this is what I'm going to do. Just place it down on this backing piece, and I'd sort of, I'd done the offset and thought this would look good, and I think it's okay. I was more thinking about the wood grain on the back side. I do go ahead and kind of cut out a few pieces. Sorry, I'm off camera a little bit there, but you're not missing too much. So I just felt like that middle bit in the 5 was just sort of standing out, because those were words, and so it was looking a bit odd. There was no clear shape. So I am just going to grab some foam adhesive and mount these, these pieces of the Santa hat. I just wanted to give them a bit more dimension, and I think that looks really good. It's like I said, it's probably hard to tell, but you'll see some close-ups at the end. And it's here where I'm looking at it thinking, no, I'm not liking this. I'm going to go ahead and just trim around inside this 5 piece, and I like how that looks a lot better. So I've done that now, and now I'm like, I think I need to do some pieces of the December. That this section of the D in there was just standing out a little bit too much too, so I'm just using my X-Acto knife and cutting out that. And because the C and the D were already like that, I thought, I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of the E just to make sure that it kind of looks even. I was wanting to add the backing piece more from the perspective of when you trim out your cut file and you've got those separate pieces, you could see how it was all pieced together. So I didn't want to leave that in the background when it's going to sit in the album and flip over. So now I'm just going ahead and I'm going to add some ephemera pieces and just embellish this a little bit. That says, "Here comes Santa," and I'm just adding that piece there that says "Ho, ho, ho," but I do change it out for a sticker later. And that other piece says "Merry Days," and I like that sort of tag sitting there. I'm just going to, I am sort of adding 3 sort of clusters, I guess you'd call them. Obviously, there's not a lot of real estate to add a lot of embellishment here, but again, it's kind of just a divider that I'm creating for my album. Now I go ahead and stick that down. I will add some twine in the moment, and I am sticking a piece on the back because I thought I could add a little bit of journaling just on the back there. on that tab. So I'm just adding some twine. I'm going to stick that down. And yeah, I'm liking how this is looking. I love the colors in these collections. So I'm using both of the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Christmas collections from this year and last year. And yeah, so I'm just adding that joyful. And now I'm looking through the puffy stickers and I've added a Christmas tree in that bauble and a present there. And I'm just seeing what I can make work. I've gone off to get something. Oh, yes, I'm going to add some stars. So I'm just adding some of these smaller puffy stars in this year's collection, which is the Joyful collection. I'm just putting that down, sticking that down with some Helmer 450 glue. I find that sticks best with the fabric pieces. So I'm just going to lay my ATG over the top just to stick it down a little bit. And then I'm going to work out how I'm going to actually attach it in my album. So I've got this page protector here and I'm just sort of working out where I can place this. I thought that I would just use the center of the D instead of trying to cut a piece into that. And so I'm just checking that out and I think that works well. So that's it for my layout there. And I will come back in a moment to show you the December 2021. So I've cut that out of some glittery gold cardstock. And as you can see, this is my 2021 album. I don't show you too much. I actually did a class with Vicky Booten. And so that's going to become my 2021 album. And I really like how it looks. So there was quite a bit of craft paper in there. So I thought I'd use this craft with these beautiful stars, gold foiled stars, and I'm just cutting that out the same size as the page protector, and I'm going to go ahead and just add my holes there to start with, and then yeah, you'll see me struggle a little bit. I have sped these videos up quite a bit because I don't, I want to make sure that, you're seeing most of the process, but also, you're not here watching forever. I know there's a lot of content out there at the moment, and I'm conscious that, you're spending your time with me, and I really appreciate it. But I'm just going through and checking out the ephemera pieces. I'm pulling all sorts of bits out. I've got a lot of this collection. So I purchased a kit to do the Vicky Booten class. There's still a lot left over. She's been doing some bonus classes, but I haven't been able to catch a lot of those. But I also ended up picking up a lot of this collection as well from Spotlight because it was just super cheap and I couldn't resist. Spotlight's a store here in Australia. So I'm just going through, I've got some chipboard pieces and I'm just sort of seeing what I can make work. I do change my ideas quite a bit, as you'll see. We go through the process, but I wanted to leave that in to give you an idea of not everything just comes together straight away. I've been creating a lot at night, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a night person, but anyway, I've been enjoying crafting, so I'm just going with it. But while I'm sort of fussing around here, I will let you know I've left links below to all the people playing along today. Don't forget to check everyone out, and I have also left links to the cut files I'm using, the Facebook group. So make sure you check all of those out. The Facebook group, there's still 4 free cut files available, so don't miss out. Yeah, I think that's about all I need to tell you. So I'm just pulling out, I end up using a lot of the stickers actually from the sticker book. So I like that December documented or Christmas documented, I think it says. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. I've stuck a circular 31 sticker there at the bottom of that sort of garland, and I'm sticking that down and I like how that looks. Yeah, it did take me a little bit to get to this point. I've sort of pulled out all the bits and pieces, and I'm just going to add a couple of tiny word stickers. One says documented and the other is together, so I thought 31 documented together is a good little sort of subtitle. But that is about it for my layout. So thank you so much for watching. I will leave you with some close-ups below. I'll just put this in the album and you can check out how it's going to look as my title page. But thanks for watching. Bye.